Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Watch all the way to the end if you can. It's going to be a general. However, this one I feel is going to be extremely serious, okay? I'm not quite sure what it is, but we're going to get into it. I'm going to describe the feeling that I've been picking up on in the energy for at least a good couple days now. And I'm really trying to be positive about it. It's been very difficult, very reminiscent of my own personal story from many, many moons ago, okay? If you need to get help, if this is you, more directly, there are plenty of hotlines, okay? Plenty of amazing therapists, many great methods, a whole lot of amazing sound healing that does work, okay? Tons of meditations, all that good stuff, okay? If it's someone around you, this may sort of clarify whatever energy you might be feeling externally, okay? It's not you, it's some energy you're tied to, okay? At first, that's what I thought it was for me. And all the usual stuff I was doing, energy clearing, all of that wasn't working, okay? But the energy I am sensing is extreme despair, extreme depression, even suicidal ideation, okay? That's why I'm saying it's very serious, okay? Now, the timing of when this energy came up might be significant, so I'm going to mention it. I'm recording this Wednesday evening now. So it'll go up probably tomorrow, Thursday, I think. Yeah, I think that's the day. The days are all kind of blending in for me anyway, as I do work 7 days a week. It's all the same to me. But it came up immediately. I mean, I was having a good, happy, joyous, very calm, restful, serene kind of weekend. And I think it was Monday evening, Pacific Standard Time. I don't know if that matters to anybody, but right about when the sun sets, which is roughly around 6:30 or 7 here, that's when this feeling just absolutely hit hard, okay? Clairsentience popped in. I felt it clear tangentially. I felt it clear empathetically. No, not empathetic. Empathically. I always do that between those two words. Okay. And it just hit really, really hard, like it was a total shock. Ooh, I just had a left high-pitched earring. Okay, that might mean something to somebody. Okay, this is very personal. I got the vibe that it could very well be something that maybe a very high-level soulmate connection, with a very strong energy cord to you, or whoever this is that you're sensing, picking up on, or a twin flame connection could be involved, okay? So, I mean, that's usually when I'm experiencing that kind of stuff, I always kind of work backwards. When it comes to the energy, I don't always assume it's the collective, right? Because it could very well be soulmate connections of mine that are going through it, And I know that whatever I do for myself and healing my aura and everything, any clearing I do, any protective work, any shadow work, or any kind of meditation, all that stuff, right? I know will eventually help that energy cord kind of get through whatever they're getting through, right? So that's the first thing I did. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm going to fall asleep to a whole playlist of solfeggios and binaural beats and sleep hypnosis and whatever I got, which there's tons. So feel free if you want to check that out. There is a ton of sleep meditations and daytime meditations and things that you can listen to, either asleep, awake, whenever, while you're sitting in the line at the DMV or waiting, while you're pumping your gas, whatever. There's tons of stuff that you can do, okay? So that's exactly what I did. I just threw together a playlist. I'm like, okay, hopefully this helps. And I picked all the stuff for just addressing all the feelings I was feeling. So of course I picked, loss, depression, sadness, grief. I just covered all the bases just to make sure. And there's nothing going on in my life that would really trigger something like that, like it had been in the past before. So I'm like, all right, well, let's see if this works. All right. Come morning, I felt fine, so I thought it was fine. You know, I woke up joyous, had my cup of coffee, did all the things I usually do in the morning, did my usual organizing of lists and listening to things and getting through all my playlists and stuff like that, and doing stuff with the channel and uploading things and all the things, right? As soon as the afternoon hit, bam, that feeling came back again. And I'm like, what? Okay, I guess I needed to take it up a notch. I'm going to go take a spiritual shower. Felt fine for like, I don't know, 15 minutes after that, bam, here it comes again. Okay, so it hits you like a Mack truck, okay? Like just a ton of bricks, like a piano on your head, like in the Looney Tunes, like kind of thing. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe this just needs a little more time to heal. Let's do another round of nighttime stuff, you know. Could be whatever my soulmate connections are and what they're going through. And then bam, happens today. So I'm like, okay, I pull on it, I can't get any answers, and it definitely feels like it's more collective. Like all the cards that would indicate groups of people and social media came up. So I'm like, oh, this must be for one of you guys. Okay. All right. So here I am. I'm going to pull on it and see what's going on for you all. And I have no idea where to start because I have zero frame of reference as to what this could be about. What areas of life, what type of connection. So maybe we'll just pull on that, see what's going on, see if it's you. If you're going through it, I would definitely be watching all the way to the end. If it's someone external to you, maybe still do that, and you can kind of pick up some tips here and there on like what you could do for yourself to kind of like aid in the healing of this energy cord, okay? Or at least kind of protect you more from whatever they're going through, right? Energetically, you know. So we'll get into it. I'm not sure where to start, Spirit. Okay. I am being guided to the chakra cards. Okay. Maybe that might give us a clue as to what chakras they're attached to, what areas of life. I get the feeling there's more than one person, so we'll pull 3. Okay. All right, let's do that. What's this regarding, Spirit? Who's this for? What needs healing? All the things. Give us an idea of the overall energy. Inner child wounding. Okay. Heart chakra related. Definitely a soulmate connection. That's through your heart chakra. Let's see if we can get a little more specific. Self-mastery and the soul star chakra. Is that the soul star? No, that's the solar plexus. Solar plexus chakra. Okay, so there's something having to do with fears, confidence. One more. There is the crown chakra. I am presence and 30. Maybe somebody's having an existential crisis. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Someone is facing some serious fears stemming from inner childhood wounding right now. And it's causing them to severely wake up in a very harsh way. No wonder why it hit like a ton of bricks. Okay. And this is a time to kind of master your shadows at this time. No wonder why shadow work came up. See the previous read, if you get a chance to after this one, okay? 17, 8, 15, 6, 30, and 3 might be significant. I'm just going to go ahead and read from the book here. It's been a couple years since I've really worked with this deck. Okay. That tells me something. Couple years? Few years. Okay. When was the last time I really worked with this deck like this? Summer of 2021. What was going on then for me? No, late spring. Oh, so somebody might be in the middle of all those several stages of awakening right now and not sure what to do. Might be a void stage thing. Okay. Inner child, heart chakra. You've called this card and energy into your awareness today because it's time to create a more fulfilling, loving relationship with your inner child. Each person has with them aspects of the child, those parts of us that can be vulnerable, misunderstood, unloved, not heard, and those wounded feelings we hold on to as children. When we take these experiences into our adult life, our connection to the inner child is sometimes forgotten. Have you been beating yourself up lately or been down on yourself and allowed people and situations in your life to affect you negatively? Pulling this card today highlights that you are currently reacting to a situation from the perspective of the inner child. Old wounds may be opened and you may feel trapped and confused. I did feel that way. Okay. I may also be talking to somebody that's highly clairsentient as well, or Clair. I already mentioned that, didn't I? Okay, maybe clairsentience might be the big one. Okay. All right. Know that it's time to give your inner child some love and care. Take some time to tune into this wounded being who lies within you. Ask what he or she requires in order to heal. You may feel drawn to go and see a healer or to simply take some quiet time to engage in an inner dialogue with this part of you. There are some really great meditations for that too, so you might want to incorporate that. Whatever is required, know it's a powerful time of healing and breaking free from these old restraints. It's time to set your inner child free and allow this aspect of you to feel safe, loved, and heard. It is time to be fully engaged and present with your inner child to allow deep connection and healing. Love, love, love is the key. It is also very important to allow the inner child out to play. And that was another thing that had come up when I was pulling on it, pulling on the energy. Just doing joyous things that make you feel young again, okay? Life can become so serious and we forget to play, create joy, and have fun. When was the last time you played and felt like a kid? What does your inner child want to go do? Go play on a swing, dance, paint, go to the beach. It's time to let your inner child express him or herself with play and joy. And I mention all that just in case those might be identifiers for you, okay? The affirmation on this card, my inner child is free to express love and joy. Self-mastery, affirmation. I am the master of my destiny. So the energy here is telling us that we need to kind of take control, right? And really kind of level up. You might be getting prepared for something, okay? Or whoever the energy is attached to is getting prepared for something bigger here. A deeper connection with your higher self could be it. You have pulled this card today to let you know this is a powerful time to manifest self-mastery. Life is constantly offering us lessons which give us the opportunity to grow and expand our soul. You are being called at this time to master your gifts. Ooh, and maybe clairsentience might be the gift that's going to pop off, okay? So go with it. Just make sure all your chakras and your aura is completely like cleared out, okay? And clearing includes moving the energy, right? So going and play will actually really help that. It'll get your physical being moving and thus your aura moving, okay? The key is to focus on your energy and what you would like to master, and don't give up until you have embodied it fully. It takes commitment and motivation to create self-mastery. However, with consistency and time, it will come to fruition. Being blessed with this card today indicates that you are already on your way to mastering your gifts. Have you doubted yourself lately in a particular aspect of life, resulting in frustration? Another feeling I was feeling, okay? Know that the current challenges you are undergoing are doorways to self-mastery. Make sure not to lose focus or give up hope, as mastery is inevitable. To master something requires courage and love, and now is the time to give your full attention and presence to your gifts. You're being encouraged to look at your life's mission, plant the seeds required to bring you closer to your soul's path, stay motivated, and dance in the mastery of yourself. Dancing might be a good way to get the energy flowing, since it's mentioned more specifically. Okay. As an example of something else. All right. I am presence. There you are. Crown chakra. Affirmation. My I am presence shines brightly through me for all to see. There's an indication that you are connecting to your I am presence at a deeper level, your higher self, your divine being, right? Just like each of us has angels and spirit guides that walk with us in the higher realms, we also have an aspect of ourselves that resonates in this higher state of consciousness. That's why you're probably clearing out some old gunk, and so you'd be strong enough to be able to handle that high vibrational energy. Okay. The I am presence is the all-loving, all-knowing, all-wise aspect of yourself that holds profound guidance and wisdom at all times. It resonates pure love and healing energy and is the angelic and divine aspect of our soul. Your I am presence pours its love and wisdom upon you, and you are being asked to open and receive its divine light. Your I am presence is calling for you to connect deeply with this divine aspect of yourself. If you've been feeling lost and lack direction, your I am presence holds the answers to your questions and is offering you divine guidance loud and clear. This aspect of yourself is the best guide for you right now. It's time to allow and trust yourself at this deeper level. You are being guided to take some time to strengthen and deepen this connection by meditating, writing, and doing those things that allow you to feel the higher vibration of your soul. All right, you'll be channeling, okay, some of this energy through, and it'll piece itself together for you, okay? There is an abundance of positive energy flowing to you as you walk closer with your I am presence, as it creates a deeper feeling of fulfillment and well-being in your life. It's time to listen and to take note of the wisdom that is pouring into your soul at this time. This may also indicate that you've been working on deepening this divine connection and that your life is starting to resonate more positivity. Your I am presence is celebrating your hard work and commitment to your higher state of being, so keep up the good work, okay? And if you're attached to somebody that might be in this energy, that might be something you can do for yourself at this time to kind of facilitate the energy moving, okay? Especially if you have a high-level soulmate or twin flame connection, right? Twin flame connection really is y'all are sharing the same higher self, so you're going to feel whatever they feel whatever you feel, right? But sometimes a high-level soulmate connection, a divine counterpart, which could be any type of relationship, okay? Just someone you really feel like is your better half or your other half or whatever, right? You're twinsy, but not really twin, you know? It's basically the same thing, just without y'all sharing a higher self. You'll feel it too, because, you know, you have this deep energy cord connection, okay? Now I'm going to pull on a few things that might be covering what might be triggering at this time, this inner child wounding here. Not sure where to go with it, so we'll just do all the things, okay? Any identifiers that come up, you or them, okay? As well as where in the chart your astrologicals that might be helpful to focus on at this time. To help heal this energy. Ooh, sextile, okay. Opportunity, open doors, collaborate, supportive energy. So this might be a very high level soulmate connection. Helpful abilities, you might be helping them by helping you, right? Easy flow, promises, and develops. So something's increasing here. We have, it could be this square energy that may be feeling restrictive right now, okay? Creates restrictions and obstacles, pressure, power struggles, demands, motivates, confrontation, resistance. There may have been something that had been a shocking moment for some kind of wake up here, okay? Something unexpected. Eighth house, some kind of ending, beginnings. Sex is here too, but that could very well, for those that have like sexual ties with folks, you could be feeling what they're dealing with. The occult, mysteries, intensity, obsessions, underworld secrets, and shadows. Maybe something is coming to the surface to be healed right now. Something that had been hidden for too long, okay? Although I'm looking at Katrina here, who actually looks more like Frida. Wait, where is she? There she is. See? Frida Kahlo. I'm getting the sense that, we'll pull from the deck. Okay. I'm getting the sense that creativity is going to be very helpful right now. Sacral chakra healing will be extremely helpful. Okay. Try new things with regards to your creativity at this time. Anything that your inner child, I just saw finger painting. You're funny. We're going literal with this. Okay. Okay, so maybe there's some childhood activity that you really enjoyed as a kid that would be creative that you could do now. All right. Really get your hands dirty. I'm just picturing the finger painting, right? Like, okay. That's cute. See, have fun with it. I get the feeling it's very tense energy, very frustrating, very debilitating. Another thing I was feeling too is that I wasn't eating enough, or I'd try to eat and then I'd be like, not interested, right? It's like, that's why another thing I was thinking too, it could be some sort of ascension related symptom for me personally. Till I realized it wasn't for me at all. I was just experiencing something I'm familiar with, right? All right, as far as relationships, inner child, what are they tied in with? What might be triggering here? What's creating restrictions? These endings, 8th house, square, sextile energy here, related to the inner child. Okay. Oh, talk about hidden secrets here. Okay. Maybe there's been some sort of introversion, shyness. Yeah, shyness. Okay. So it could be just about anything. I'm going to fix it. Hold on. It's going to drive me nuts. I have to go behind the blinds. You deserve love. You are lovable. There's definitely some insecurities here steeping from childhood. Okay, maybe as I'm just now seeing a child that speaks on something that is unique and fun outside their normal household and then is shot down by the adult saying you can't really talk about that, that's inappropriate, right? Like I'm seeing myself as a child having to restrict my free spirit, to sit down at the dinner table, for example, and elbows off the table, and all that kind of stuff too. Heart-to-heart conversations, but this has something to do with spoken, okay? Something spoken here. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. But I'm getting this sense that this is more of falling in love with yourself, reconnecting with your inner child, okay? Not so much any kind of relationship. But this could be a relationship too. This could have something to do with a parent-child dynamic. I do see adults and children here. There's a lot of children in, like mom, dad, siblings, cousins. There's even a dog here. There could be that as an identifier as well, okay? Water, earth energy is prevalent here, okay? I'm going to pull from the Life Purpose Oracle. It's directing you to self-master, okay? Or whoever this is for, okay? And this might give a clue as to what that goal is, okay? Freedom. I just heard that in the voice of, what's his name? William Wallace. What was that movie? I literally just saw his face. Okay, practice, polish skills. So maybe this is something that has to be worked on. You're free to do what you choose. So maybe there's been some restriction or limitation towards doing what you want, okay? maybe something you wanted to do as a child, and options. Possibilities are open to you, and you do have that with sextile energy here, okay? Easy flow. All right. Let's get some more identifiers on circumstance here. What might be triggering, what direction to go into. Okay. More, let's get 4 from each half stack. Since I do feel like this might be for a lot of folk. Problems to be resolved. Hold on. Keep your life in balance. Scales. Fox. Shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. So work could be surrounding this as well. Gong. An exciting event. Maybe an event took place. Okay. Or is about to take place and shake something up. Or had shaken something up. Okay. Bird flying. News is on the way. Maybe it's not yet. Okay. All right. So this might be a little bit of predictive energy here. Okay. And one more. Bell announcement. There's your news. Rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. So that might identify an energy here. Birds might be significant. We also have fox here as well. Year of the rooster might be an identifier from the Chinese zodiac. Pale, time to get out of a situation. Okay, so maybe it's not something that's been expected or be able to be planned for. You're going to have to be shrewd and resourceful. Keep things in balance and address problems as they come up, okay? Or whatever energy you're attached to that might be going through this, okay? So you might just have to like have an air of patience and flow for a while. Okay, we'll figure out timing here in a second. Tell me what else is going on here. Yeah, this could be workload life. That's just triggering, right? And it could be at the hands of this arrogant, boastful person, okay? I just heard early riser. That could be an identifier of somebody in the situation. Expectation. 3 months patience on this card here. So it might be something that's going to be going on for a while, okay? That's why you can fix it overnight, right? One more. Okay. That could be a new beginning. Could be literally children. All right, what else we got here? High honor. Something's going to be recognized, okay? There's accolades here. There's going to be some kind of exposure that you just got to kind of wait on here in this situation. Could be... This could also be your inner child. Maybe something is going to be transcended with the inner child, okay? This is also a temperance kind of energy too with the expectation. You're going to have to stay balanced, okay? Your energy is going to have to be, your yin, your yang, all of it's going to have to kind of balance itself out here. I'm hearing duality, understanding light, dark energies, and just kind of like keeping it together for a while, okay? Whoever's in this energy could very well be in the void stage and you're being ushered into the grounding stage of awakening, and you need to kind of maintain the temperance, okay? As energies are kind of shook up around you, okay? But something's going to be recognized here, all right? I'm not really getting a sense this is a literal child, but it could. There are a lot of children here, okay? Um, this could be a child going through this as well. Okay. 28, 10, 25, 7, 18, and 9 might be significant. Those could be dates, life path numbers, yada yada. Okay. Feeling guided to pull from the kitty deck. Okay. And I do like to read from the book on that one because it gives you guidance. It's more of a deeper connection to your higher self deck, which I like. So, if we're going to be dealing with the inner child, let's talk about it. Let's see how many kittens show up. Those are the pages in the deck, by the way. All right. Cutest deck ever. All right. And I do want to replace this deck just because I like to have fresh energy, for the collective, but I'll clean it. And I do want to give this away as a giveaway on Patreon because I think it's a really helpful deck, honestly. I used to pull from this deck almost on the daily in the first year. So, all right, tell me more. Lack of confidence. There's your solar plexus energy. The strength card here, Leo might be specific. The Tower, ooh, yep, something's going to be a huge shakeup. This looks like it's actually the universe creating this, okay? And it's meant to kind of redirect at this time. Ooh, but there's going to be victory. Again with your accolades. Love it. Okay. Strength reverse, Tower, and a 6 of fire. Woo! Strong energy. Love it. Okay. I know on the surface it doesn't feel that way, especially to our egos. We're like, what? I'm not ready for that. What are you doing? What's happening? But really, in the end, it's like you go through this dark, dark tunnel, and then bam, you're at the light at the end of it. That's what I'm seeing here. A dark tunnel and a light at the end of it. Okay. And I know what the light is. I know what the light is. I know what the light is. So I've been through it, okay? It's going to be worth it. Okay, there you are. All right. Strength, reverse. Don't make excuses that some things are just beyond your control. Take responsibility for decisions and actions. You are strong enough to overcome any obstacle, including the ones that come from within yourself, because it's all for you, not against you, right? It's all chosen by your higher self anyway before you're even born, okay? Draw upon your inner reserves of courage and nobility. And that's what mastering your higher self, divine connection is all about, is recognizing what power you do have. Okay, which you're the light at the end of the tunnel. It's really like that, okay? It's only our egos that makes us think it's not, like we can't do that. Like it's not possible. It's physical improbability, blah, 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 science this, science that. I thought the same, okay? And then I realized you become the light at the end of the tunnel. You just are. You recognize it. There's that awareness. You turn around and you see what the tunnel actually is, and you feel kind of dumb for being in that energy. Here you're thinking this tunnel is like a 10,000-mile, dark, dank, moldy, cobweb, bug-infested cesspool. No light, can't see anything. Like you're gonna trip and fall and hurt yourself and scrape your knee all the time for a long time. You become the light, you look back, and it's a 10-foot bouncy house. And you're just like, and then you just laugh it off because your inner child would have loved that. It's like, ha ha. Gotcha. All right, Tower. As soon as you feel your foundation starting to shake, if you anticipate your fall and let your natural instinct for survival kick in, I'm going to show you this card because it's cute. You'll have time to turn in the air and land on your feet because, cats are self-righting, right? Okay. Take advantage of the height from which you fall. A shorter fall may not allow for the graceful rotation and sure-footed landing. Learn the lessons that come from falling. Adaptability, perspective, again with that resourcefulness, right? And confidence. that has been tested and proven true. Your skills serve you well in times of change and crisis, okay? Your purpose may involve like quick change, okay? So this might be some training too, okay? Six of Wands, Six of Fire in this deck. I will show you the card here momentarily. Once I can get to the guidance here. Okay. Things might happen abruptly. Okay, the door did slam. I don't know if you heard it or not. But Six of Wands here. Also represented by Jupiter in Leo energy. So that could be Jupiter, Leo. This could have something to do with Jupiter coming up to the retrograde. Okay. If I can see it. No, it's in Gemini. All right. It's not in Leo. But you could have a Jupiter, Leo, or that could be an identifier in someone's chart. All right. If a leadership role is offered to you, accept it with grace and gratitude. This is a chance for you to use your gifts to their fullest, and you've earned it. So at the end of this rainbow, this is your pot of gold, okay? Accept the responsibilities that come with personal achievement. Let your example inspire others to greatness as well. So others are going to be watching you go through this energy, okay? And you'll be leading by example on how to weather the storm, all right? By remaining confident, persevering, having that resourcefulness, learning how to self-write your landing, okay? Okay. Do you want to pull on the more practical aspects of things here? What areas of life are we talking about here besides just inner childhood work? Because this could be in business, this could be a new job, this could be getting fired, this could be getting out of a toxic work environment. What is this announcement about? What's this exciting event? Five of Swords. Whatever it is, it's verbally dramatic. There could be a stalemate. Stuck energy. Page of Wands with good news. Maybe something that helps get unstuck. Cancer, Leo, Virgo. Venus here. Venus in Libra specifically. And then Three of Swords here. So it could be a relationship. It could be a platonic relationship. Some kind of breakup is here, okay? Some kind of disconnect in this situation, all right? That's where this grief could come from too, all right? It was maybe just some kind of shocking news that got things out of stagnancy into a like sudden movement, okay? For many of you, I don't think this has you, this isn't you directly, this is probably an energy around you, okay? Three of Swords is Saturn in Aquarius. Another identifier for you. You know, I'm going to pull some tiles and we're going to roll some dice. What other signs might be involved here? Who is this for? Pisces, Gemini, Scorpio, Sagittarius. Okay. Gemini, Scorpio, Sagittarius. Okay, what about houses? Besides the 8th or other numbers for synchronicity, life path numbers as well, we have the 6th house, 7th house, 4th house, and 11th house, okay? So you might want to look up those placements as well. Then you'll know where to look for what this might mean for you. More personally. All right, planetaries. Moon. Your moon sign is going to be important. Okay. Could have moon sign in any of these signs. Uranus. I had to look that one. We got it twice, so it might be highly aspected. Moon's highly aspected. We also have Venus and Mars energy, so it could be about relationships. Could also just be about balancing the masculine and feminine energy out as well, okay? Speaking of which, I'm feeling guided now. I know what to pull. All right. We're going to talk to the ladies about your feminine energy and our dudes about the masculine energy here. Especially since you're tapping into your divine self here and prepping for that by working on inner child work stuff. All right. Ladies, how say you to balance out the feminine energy for the collective, please? How are we doing on time? Okay. Luhan, individuality. Vietnamese, if that's an identifier for anyone. Hello. Irakura, Germanic. Blooming. Oh my goodness, did we pull this the last reading? I think those two did come up, right? Chalchilipe, fresh start. All right, Aztec. So that could be, you know, South American, Central American, Mexican. Yeah. Aztec covers a lot. All right. Now, dudes, for the masculine side of things, what energy is getting some healing at this time? I'm going to actually clean up, guys. Okay. Whatever this situation is that's going to pop off, just know it's not for you, okay? All right, my dudes. Let's get reversals for those shadow sides, except for the one card that has a light side as a shadow side. It's pretty obvious why. If he pops up, I'm going to laugh. All right. Let's see. It takes lots of rest, you guys, okay? A lot of naps if you need them. Quiet time. Maybe chill out your schedule a bit where you can. All right? This energy is extremely draining. We have Ganesha with obstacles. Nice. Thank you, honey. He clears them, by the way. You want to call on him to remove anything that's a little extra challenging and superfluous and unnecessary. Osiris, renewal. Kind of handsome. Yeah, there's definitely some rebirth action going on here. In between kind of energy. That's what the void stage is really about. And Shiva, Shiva destroyer in the reverse. Okay. There's that tower energy. Cleaning up. All right. Okay. Luhan. So we also have Hindu, Indian, twice, and Egyptian. Okay. That might be some identifiers for you in this situation. It doesn't necessarily mean current life heritage. Could be past life heritage for those that, you know, are aware of that. You could be becoming aware of a past life connection in this cord that you have with this person that might have something to do with one of these cultures, or there may be something in these guys' story that might resonate a little bit as a lesson here, or how to heal or how to handle the situation for you. Okay, so it'd be worth looking into. That's why they're here. That's why these energies came into mankind's awareness, by the way. It's not just to have something to worship. They're teaching us stuff. Okay. Luhan, individuality. Go your own way, even if it's not what's conventional or acceptable. Again, maybe there had been something here that had been triggering the inner child that wanted to do a more free-spirited thing, but because of paradigms, they just couldn't, right? Now you can. Goddess Luhan blesses you with gifts of talent and confidence to play that trail. All right, love it. That was a hard word to say with these new retainers in my mouth. Blaze. Okay, my tongue keeps wanting to like rub. Okay. 2 more weeks, guys, and I'm almost done. I swear this time. Arakura, blooming. It's your time to shine, and you're coming into your own with the assistance of Goddess of the Underworld and Prosperity, Arakura. You're being recognized for the beautiful soul you are. Again, with that recognition, right? Get ready to blossom. So your divine self is like, it's time, bitch. We got work to do, so let's get you ready. We first got to take care of whatever's been sitting in that subconscious, you know, dark closet in the back room of your mind, okay? And just gut that sucker out, okay? Chachilique. Beautiful, beautiful. If it rains, you might want to hang out in the rain and just say hi to her. She likes to wash away issues. Water healing is big with her, okay? Let everything else go and start over from scratch. So whatever this is, you're going to have a whole brand new start, okay? There's not going to be much that you can take with you. Goddess of Water, Chachilique, is here to help you wash away everything that isn't working for you and create a brand new story. And that's also exactly what Ganesha is here for as well, okay? She's guiding you over her rainbow bridge to more fertile grounds, okay? Rainbows might be significant, maybe even blossoming of stuff as well, since blooming is here as well. So flowers might be important, right? Like planting seeds, okay? Just get them watered. Water whatever ideas and creative avenues you want to do, okay, at this time, okay? Even if it's just a small amount every day, okay? A few minutes here, a few minutes there, do it. On the masculine side, to help balance that side out, we have Ganesha, Osiris, and Shiva in the reverse here. Okay, writer's block. He's good about removing that as well. Here we go. Obstacles are removed or placed for good reason. Invite a drama-free life. So walk away from anything that's dramatic, okay? You did have the Five of Swords there. And this arrogant, boastful person, and time to get out of a situation, okay? That may give you your clue as to which, you know, as soon as they show up on stage, I'm like, stage right, stage left, even. Okay, be like Snagglepuss. Raise your hand if you grew up on that. Okay, anyway. The god Ganesha is one of the most loved of all Hindu gods. Everywhere you turn in modern India, you see the joyful elephant-headed deity balancing on one leg, often riding a mouse, pushing away your worries and negativity. The goddess Parvati shaped Ganesha from the earth when her husband Shiva returned, and guess who's here? And saw a young man with her. He attacked Ganesha in anger, severing his head. So this could very well be a parent-child dynamic here, okay? Parvati then revealed who Ganesha was, and Shiva sent his soldiers away and instructed them to return with the head of any sleeping being who was facing north, because north is the element of earth, okay? They found an elephant and attached its head to the body of Ganesha, restoring his life. Shiva declared that from then on, Ganesha would always be loved by the community. People invoked his name as a blessing prior to the beginning of any major undertaking, like moving. Okay, so this could identify what might happen, okay? Like moving, trying out for something, and starting new projects of all kinds. He's an active god, although many immediately think of him as laid back, as he is often pictured seated and with a sweet on his round belly. In the old stories, he was a brave warrior, fighting demons or dancing wildly, pushing away any obstacles. He carries an axe, which he swings to destroy pride, inertia, and vanity. So go with your heart on everything, okay? He will help guide you to what feels heartfelt and that your inner child's going to absolutely love, okay? He is often seen with Lakshmi, the goddess of prosperity, and they are often worshipped side by side, particularly by people with jobs who want the double blessing of a successful business without too many obstacles. So you might be starting a new business. That could be it. A statue or picture of Ganesha in your car assists in avoiding accidents in traffic, and he grants peace to a house should his form be placed at the front door, or even the door to your room. Ganesha is also the patron of writers, having penned the Sanskrit Indian epic, the Mahabharata, with nearly 2 million words total. and is the perfect deity to call upon to break the obstacle of writer's block. So if you're having that issue, we do have swords here, so it could very well be that. Any problems writing papers, working out problems, or finding a job, Ganesha should be able to help you, okay? Osiris. And then we will get to Ganesha's dad, who happens to be in reverse here. Okay. Pay attention to your need for rejuvenation. Like I said, rest often, right, where you can, and renewal both physically and mentally. You are invited to experience the magic of hope. Now, Osiris' story is vastly diversified as well. Let's see. When you are tired, physically or mentally, his magical energy will nourish you. When you feel like there's no hope, particularly after trauma or difficult relationship, his presence will soothe you. Osiris also appears when there is a beginning or transition close at hand. Okay, that's the more vibe I'm getting here. Osiris did not just judge the dead, but was also responsible for their afterlife and reincarnation. So something is being reborn here, okay? The energy of rebirth and renewal is tied more to Osiris than to the other lords of the underworld. Ancient Egyptians created complex magical processes, rituals, and rites with Osiris as the central figure to ensure a successful resurrection after death. Depicted with green skin to signify his role as the force behind germination and fertility, again with the ideas and the birthing new ideas and stuff, right? With Arakura and Chalchiligwe here. Osiris ruled over the flooding Nile and budding crops. Man, love it. So there may be some sort of business, artistic-oriented project that you're trying to do that's part of purpose, and you'll get some more clarity on that. But once you kind of clear out any fears you need to face from your inner child here, okay? And if this is an energy outside of you, this would be a good way to kind of refocus the energy for you. Just lay heavy onto the good stuff, okay? Shiva. Card says destroyer. This says destruction. I love it. All right. Dance away any old beliefs that burden you, any that are particularly attached to inner childhood wounding, okay? Defy and destroy what stands in your way to happiness and enlightenment. The Lord Shiva comes dancing into our earthly plane in many forms and has many faces, but it's his role as Shiva the Destroyer that we will examine here. He is the third aspect of the Hindu Trinity. Brahma is the creator and Vishnu the preserver. While some fear the idea of destruction, it is important to see this action as part of natural continuing cycle of all things and in some way a relief from the burden of suffering. And it's really funny, I happen to look to the left. That's Set. He's the Egyptian version, okay? Especially since his brother's right there. Okay. Cool. All right. There's nothing extra with Shiva. All that is not real is destroyed. Yet there is the essential masculine energy left for his connection with Parvati, his wife. Shiva is often pictured stepping on the demon of ignorance as he disassembles what is not as needed. By letting go of old beliefs and false identities, we become freer and in the end more enlightened. You may need to disrupt or get rid of something that is not working and is holding you back. Negative thoughts, insecurities, we did talk about that, and having little faith in yourself could be stopping you from achieving something you want. It may be time to destroy those ideas and rebalance yourself again. He is in the reverse here, so the shadow side, a little stronger of an energy. Most of us have been caught in a cycle of self-destruction at some point. That's perhaps why this energy feels so strong, okay? It may have been as harmless as a pattern of procrastination, or it may have been worse, substance addiction, or associated with people who were not good for us. So it could be that, okay? Sometimes we allow too much destruction of the health of our bodies or even our physical environment. Pay attention to where in your life destructiveness may be playing its part, and destroy only that which is unneeded, okay? Interesting. I just happened to glance on the symbols, the Shiva Lingam stone, the crescent moon, and fire We do have Pisces here. Sagittarius is a fire sign. Leo is a fire sign. I don't see Aries though yet. Okay. So that could be really significant. All right. Okay. I do want to get some more guidance for you guys. Shapeshifters. Okay, you got it. Especially since I think it's really good to tap into the inner child, any energies here. So this would be a good time to just kind of close your eyes and pretend you're your inner child right now to listen, okay? This deck is really good for that. I will read the whole thing. So we'll just get one, please. The Spirit's guiding me to do two. Okay, we'll see how it goes with one. Because I know how long this is. Remember, my device can't handle too much gigabyte. Go easy on it. We're not going live here. Alright. Little Wolf Girl. Number 18 and 9. It's all right to be alone. Again, with that going solo energy, okay? Do you feel like the odd duck in a situation? Feel like persona non grata, the black sheep? Okay. That just means you've got the gifts. Maybe you're feeling a little judged by it, okay? All right, message. It's all right to be alone. Okay. Your changes are becoming conspicuous to others, so for now, be sure to keep the changes safe while you nurture them. Now is neither the right time to proclaim them loudly, nor is it time to be mysterious. It is wise to allow them simply to happen. Again, with that flow energy, easy flow here, okay? As you develop. Maybe your gifts are popping off, especially the Clairsentience, and it's like, eek. Yeah, that can be very strong. You could really deeply feel stuff and like want to just respond to it reactively. But that's a moment where you kind of need to withdraw a little bit and kind of just get your energy balanced, yin yang, all nicely copacetic, okay? You don't want to teeter extremes here. You want to kind of go, all right, just keep it there for now until you're ready to kind of work the next level of your gift, okay? Because it's going to be jarring. Some will notice and give their support. Those that have the gifts will notice, okay? And that's also how you can attract in some soul family to help you. Others will notice and give their disapproval. You must learn to discern what advice is wise. Be not needful of approval and flattery or condemnation against which to rebel. Just keep on being your true self and give yourself space and solitude. Allow the little wolf girl to show you how. Then you will, that's maybe a question for your inner child, okay? Just hit. I was just shown the meditation I did to meet my inner child, and all she wanted to do was have a hug and go play and have a fun time and not worry so much. I saw the bridge I crossed over to meet her. That's what I just showed. She was showing me how. All right. Then you will know when your true self will be revealed, and those who are no longer meant to be in your life will depart. Do not worry, just keep on becoming, and be for now in the best company of all your own, okay? You're going to be clearing out some stuff. You're going to be having, your inner child could even be this ascended master energy guiding you, okay? It may show up in that form that's most pleasant to you. I do feel like pulling another. Ooh, how funny. Butterflies and glooms. After sadness, happiness and hope return. I kind of want to read that one. 22 might be a significant number. That is a master number. It's all about balance, choices, relationships. So guided to look at the top of the deck looking forward, okay? So it's not going to be forever. Speaking of sadness, again, Alice in a Sea of Tears. Okay. Cast away out of your depth and feeling abandoned. 11. Okay, another master number here, okay? You might be seeing 11s and 2s. Okay, that's the right one. I'm going to read the butterflies in gloom first. And I want to pull some final guidance for you. Where are you, darling? There you are. Okay. You have begun to get used to things being gloomy and dark, and you have begun to take on a pessimistic mindset. So now it's time to make a change. And the butterflies in gloom are cutting through the fog of self-pity and showing you a way out of the dark places. Again, that tunnel to light, right? Darkness has been a resting place, a place of solace, but the butterflies indicate it's time to cut through the fear of being seen, move into the light, and go out. You might want to do solo things on your own right now, okay? Meet new people, but do it your way, okay? Don't be on somebody else's schedule. Just go out and explore. You'll always have this safe place to return to, but for now, the butterflies beckon you into the sun. Solar energy is going to be really helpful for that solar plexus, okay? For that healing, as well as water. So think of places you can go where there's sun and water. So if you don't have a beach, I see the ocean, even a shoreline at a lake or something. Maybe you could just go outside where it's like on a walk or something in a park where they might have like, a water feature or something, right? And just hang out in the sun for a little bit. Slather on that SPF if you need to, okay? If you're like me. My 2 shades of alabaster and lobster. My skin can't handle that. But I still like to be out in the sun, even like fully covered if I need to. It's really just getting that warmth, okay? And while you're there, just say, thank you, Ra, please. Or Helios. He goes by so many names. Okay. I particularly like that one. It's fun to say. I'm thinking butterflies. That's why I'm thinking park or garden or something. The butterflies, wherever butterflies might be, okay? Butterflies also might be a significant animal spirit, as well as wolves, crabs, rats, elephants. I'm not counting the kitties, but there's a dog, right? The rooster, okay? It is time to do things that send the universe the powerful message that you're embracing hope. For hope has come to find you, and you cannot deny her sweet presence in your life. No matter how sad you have felt, it is time to come out and play for a while, okay? Coax that inner child out, right? Alice in the Sea of Tears. Cast away, out of depth, and feeling abandoned. You have been through a very emotional time and have finally released your need to hold on. You have let go or been let go of, and the emotional aftermath has been overwhelming. You're about to see that your sadness can continue to create the rough waters that have thrown you about, and that you will finally make it to shore. Now the challenge is to move on from this with wisdom in place, without repeating what has led to this manifestation. You can do it, and by being more like the rat with his neat compartmental nature, and the crab with her hard outer shell for protection, you will come through this tough time. Cancer might be significant. I just saw the crab symbol for Cancer. Okay. You are wiser now, less emotionally ready to be hurt, and far more capable of remaining yourself, even walking as you do in a harsh world. If you feel very alone, help is coming and will soon be with you. Although you may be feeling you have made a great mistake, given all this upheaval, in time you will know you have done exactly the right thing. Dry your tears, help is here. Well done on making such an important change. And if you do you and shine bright, right? Just like that moon, it will attract the soul fam that can recognize it. Oh, I just saw Earth Angel. Okay, so that's why you need to go out and do the solo dolo thing, okay, with the butterflies and all of that. You might come across a total effing stranger that turns out to be an Earth Angel for you and just imparts the craziest, most perfect advice or statement or something that just gives you an aha moment on where to redirect and what inspiration that your inner child's going to absolutely love. Okay? God, I was just shown, speaking of when I was younger as a child, I was way into black and white photography, right? I've done it for like, I don't know, 3 years, sat in it. And I don't mean digital, okay, guys, all the fancy stuff now. No, this is where you actually get gloves on and deal with chemicals. I was in a lab creating. Okay. One of the projects I had was just to go out in the world and find a topic and just take pictures of it, right? So I just found random people on the street and learned their stories and took a picture of them. I think I was really inspired by Diane Arbus at the time and Mary Ellen Marks. So it was kind of a combination of their styles of photography. And there was this one woman who was homeless, had the most amazing story, most heartbreaking story. But she had given some amazing advice that just, I hadn't even talked about what I was feeling earlier in the day. And whatever she had said just completely answered my concern from earlier in the day, even though I didn't even talk about it with her. And I forget what it was. It was so long ago. It was like 16 or 17 or something like that. But she basically kind of flipped the script for me. Okay, so it may be a situation like that where you're out there trying to solve a problem or, kind of work on a project or be inspired by something or taking notes, especially if it's the writer's block thing, right? And then you just come across a totally random stranger with an amazing story that might be heartbreaking, but that resonates heavily, and they give you just the right piece of advice on how to move forward, okay, in a more soulful way, I want to say, okay? I'm going to pull you some final guidance here, guys. Speaking of creative pursuits. Okay. No, really? Okay. We're going to pull from the Divine Circus Oracle. We're going to keep with the child theme, I guess. All right, let's get the final guidance here, please. Divine Circus Oracle cards by Alana Fairchild. Final guidance. I'm already feeling better through this, too. So I know this is going to work, guys. All right. Sacred Fool. Love it. Talk about new beginnings, right? The Fool. 28, 10, 10 reduces down. 10s are endings, reducing down to 1, which is new beginnings, right? Sacred Fool. Again, that yellow. You also have red here for your root chakra, too. Okay. It's more like gold, but still same. That's the color of the sun. All right. Sacred Fool. Here we go. Imagine a life free from concern about the opinions of other people. So I can't make it up. So it could very well have something to do with, parent-child, family connections, having expectations for what your life should be, and of course, you get to break free from that because you're a black sheep who's destined to do great things, okay? Tap into that divine self, right? A life where you feel brave enough, free enough, trusting enough to play the fool, to make a choice even if it seems illogical, unreasonable, daring, or downright foolish. Cast aside sensible opinions and poker faces. The Sacred Fool invites you to live unafraid, to take a risk, and step away from the confines of what seems sensible and logical in life. There's much to be said for common sense, practicality, and a grounded approach, especially with spiritual matters and creating a life that fulfills your dreams. But if you're really going to live, love, thrive, and create this lifetime to be original, then you are also going to need to be willing to run the risk of being seen to be the fool. Some people will call you stupid, naive, foolish, and delusional if you dare to dream and follow that dream in all the ways you can possibly imagine. If you refuse to give up, even if others tell you that if it hasn't happened by now, it's never going to happen, then they might say you are a child, silly, disconnected from their idea of the real world. And sometimes I find that inner adult voice of mine going, man, I should just give up on this. It's never going to go anywhere. But really, my inner child's going, no, bitch, this is for you. This is what we're doing. You love doing it. It feels good. Keep going. Okay. And I really do imagine she talks to me that way because it makes me laugh every time. She's like, okay, goober, shut up. Don't listen to those voices, it says. All right. They don't understand that the power of the fool is truth. In the court, the fool was the one the king would trust and ask for advice. Why? Because he was allowed to speak the truth where others would try to make politically smart choices to win them power. The fool just called the spade a spade. When the fool in you speaks, it's time to tell you something true. It might seem inconvenient, frightening, or exciting. Again, with that gong energy, right? It might turn your world upside down or inspire you with great happiness and faith. It's not your job to reason it away or say that it's too difficult or dangerous or potentially deluded to act upon that truth. It's your job to remember that the game of life can only be won if you're willing to take the risk and play it. So when the sacred fool is part of your hand, listen up, take a chance, take a risk, and forget about what other people think. Instead, listen to yourself and live true. I love how the guidance of this is called a healing trick. To help you take the wisdom offered and put it to best use in your life now, do this healing trick to clear obstacles to putting this guidance into place. And just say thank you, Ganesha, at the end, since he showed up. All right. Think of something you would like to do, but stop yourself from doing because you worry what people would think. It might be singing aloud in the car, showering in the dark, sleeping naked, or joining a theater group. It might be dressing in a particular way or expressing your true opinion about something that matters to you. It might be not replying to a text message from a person who isn't healthy for you. Or it might be enrolling in a painting class, being a nude life drawing model, or starting up a conversation. Whatever it is, big or small, choose something you are willing to experiment with to play at being the fool. And liberate yourself from the confines of your own rules of behavior, provided you are not harming another person, that you are simply expressing yourself freely and from a place of loving defiance. You'll be increasing positive energy and opening yourself up to the universe. You'll also be strengthening your inner power, which is tied in with your solar plexus, okay? When you are willing to act on the inner truth that guides you, even if it's beyond convention, then you become a powerful player in the game of life. You'll be able to avoid snakes and move up ladders, chutes and ladders. Winning the game quickly and that might be an identifier for somebody, okay? That might be a game you might have played when you were a kid, okay? Winning the game quickly and repeatedly, all while having more fun. Once you make your choice, make sure you do it. You have finished your healing trick. Love it. There's an affirmation as well. Say the following affirmation aloud to boost the power of this message and to integrate it into your body, mind, and soul. You can say it in the morning and or evening for a few days or even a few months. And we do have the expectation card here, so a few months would be okay, or just at the end of your healing trick, okay? And since we have the solar plexus here, I would aim more for the daytime, okay? First thing in the morning. Sacred fool, set me free to live as I need to be, wildly and divinely me. I'll say that again. Sacred fool, set me free to live as I need to be, wildly and divinely me. There you go, guys. Hopefully that helps. Definitely check out all the playlists, see if there's more there for you, okay? Just be intuitively guided. A lot of the suggestions you can actually do any time of the day. But it does seem like morning routine would be more helpful. But as far as your sadness and stuff, sneak attack on the subconscious here, okay? Anything you can do during the night to reconnect with your inner child, they can show you the way. If you have trouble seeing your dreams, there's dream memory and recall mantras and affirmations and all that kind of stuff there as well, okay? Just work on it. And 3 months may be something you might want to focus on going forward, okay? So I would just kind of do it, get a practice in every single day for a while. If you're doing those sound healings, I do recommend, just so you don't give yourself tinnitus, okay? I do recommend keeping the amount of hours watched or listened to, I should say listened to at night, under 4 hours, okay? Maybe start with 3, work your way up. And then every few days, give yourself a night off from, anything that's like binaural or tuning forks or something like that. Maybe just some nice music that can be kind of turned down a little bit in the volume. Anything major, okay? You do want to give your eardrums a break from time to time. I'm not going to lie on that one. I did go pretty hard, and now I've been doing tinnitus reversal stuff in my sleep too. So that's just an extra thing to add on. Okay, I'm just anticipating that, but there's tinnitus ones there as well. So if you've got a weaker bladder like myself in the middle of the night, most tinnitus reversals involve water. So you're going to want to pee, you're going to want to evacuate your bowels before you go to bed for sure, okay? So if you need to do that, okay? Speaking of water, okay. Just looking at it going, and I can hear it now, all right? Clairsentience is going to come up a lot. You're going to have those feels. You're going to feel other people's feelings with Clair empathy. You might even get chills. I even heard Clair audience might be a little lesser, not minor. Not as predominant, but it'll still be there. You'll probably hear stuff. I know I do. Water, earth element is here. I did say that in the beginning, right? I'm saying it again. So maybe kind of work on water-oriented, water-themed, earth-themed stuff as well. That should be very, very helpful, okay? There you go, guys. Check out the shadow work, too. See if there's anything helpful in that one, that shadow work reading we did the other day, okay? Have a good one, guys. Bye.